Okay guys, it is the moment of truth. We have our power supply hooked up. We've got our extra beaker. We have our basket loaded. Our anode and cathode is hooked up. So all there is left to do is power this booger on. So here we go, guys. Wow, that is actually pretty cool. I'm sure it's hard to see on camera, but you may have seen that little silver sheen actually start going across the top of the cathode. And we are getting an instant reaction. I am going to set up a close-up camera after these start growing a little bit more, so you guys can get a good view of it. But our silver cell is up and running. I spared you guys me setting up just pouring in the silver nitrate and whatever. I mean, it's very simple. I poured it from the bottle into the jar, and I 50-50'd it with distilled water and stirred it up. So no point in wasting time on that when we can waste time watching the silver crystals grow. So I'm going to let this go ahead and go for a while. And when we start getting some really definite crystals on there, I mean, I am going to time lapse a lot of this. I'm going to try and adjust the lighting a little bit. Maybe you can get a little better view. But yeah, the whole top of our cathode has already got little tiny silver crystals on it. So that is awesome. Alright guys, I'm going to just let it go. Enjoy. It's not going to be too exciting for the first few minutes, but just hang in there and we're going to see some awesome stuff growing here. Okay guys, as you can see, our block is getting a pretty good coating of crystal on it. As the solution gets more saturated, we will start getting, we'll get a rise. They'll start growing up, splintery, but it's pretty close. It should start doing that any time now, because it looks to me like it's just about covered up pretty good on the top. It looks like a bunch of cauliflower growing, except it's nice, pretty little shiny silver crystals. Let me pause for a second, see if I can get this camera to zoom in just a little bit better. I'll be right back. Anyway, guys, you can see right there, I think I got it adjusted right, but anyway, we got a really good coating of crystal on there. You can see like it's almost a lip here off the top of the graphite block. So what I'm going to do is we're probably going to go from checking this out every hour to about every 2 hours now until we start seeing some real changes. And so we'll get back to you in a couple hours. Okay, guys, it's been a couple of hours, and as you can see, we've got a nice big pancake of silver crystals. We don't have any spiky legs or anything growing up. We got a couple of little mounds or humps of crystals in there. I don't know if this is because we are using solid like buttons or like bars, or because like I said, this is the first time I've ever done it that way. Most of the time I've ever done it, it's been with shot, but we're not getting any leggy, spiky crystals growing. We're just getting a tight mass growing right on top of that, right off the top of the block. So I'm going to continue to let it go. I mean, everything looks good, everything's clear. I just have never seen it grow like this. And like I said, maybe it's because we're using solid pieces. I don't really know. I mean, this was the first time I was doing this because I've never done it this way before. So I figured we would try it. I mean, we're getting some little legs and little spikes on the bottom, but for the most part, we're just getting a solid mass of crystals. I mean, you can see that's near about a ½ inch thick already. So I'm going to continue to let it go this way and see what happens and let it grow. I'm probably going to end up having to make some more shot. I might actually go out and pour about 10 ounces of shot of the 99.9 silver and add some shot to it and see if it doesn't make them leg out. But you know, every time I've ever seen it, you got the spidery little, you know, like legs growing up really fast, but this is just a thick mass of crystals. So hey, it's all an experiment, right? We've never done it this way before. We're doing it this way. Our solution is clear as a bell still. We're not getting any color to it at all, so that tells me our silver that we're putting in is close to 0.999 already anyway. But we're just going to let this continue to go, and we'll check back at it again in a couple hours. Okay guys, well, another hour passed and I didn't see anything major going on. And this thick bundle of tightly woven crystals, you can see I broke them up, was actually, I mean, covering the block, like sealing the block off. Now, I don't know, because I've never had them grow this way before, so I don't know if that did anything or not. But anyway, I figured I would break up that block, and I mean, they were fused together. It was very, very hard to take that glass rod and break that up. Let me pause for a second, put this in close up, and I'll show you what they look like. But I mean, they're just so tightly packed together, it's really amazing. Hang on just a sec. Okay, I hope this stays in focus, but I don't know, can you see how tightly packed? I mean, it's like they're woven together. So anyway, I broke it up, and I couldn't see any distortion in the fluid, so I hooked up my beautiful little tester to it, and we weren't getting anything. So the fuse blew. Now, I don't know why. I have absolutely no idea why, but I'm going to put a new fuse in, and we are going to go from there. We still have I mean, it's the lighting. I got two different kind of lights. You can see it going back from silver to kind of a gold color. But look at how tightly packed together those crystals are. I don't know if it's focusing good enough because I can't tell. I won't be able to tell until I put this on my computer. But anyway, so I broke it up so that the block is exposed again. And we're going to go ahead and put this new fuse in and give it a try and see what happens. But like I said, I've never done it with the solid pieces. I heard one guy saying that this worked really good. You know, I actually watched his video and he was growing some fantastic crystals using, you know, solid masses instead of using shot. So we're giving it a try. I can tell you one thing for sure. I was shocked when I saw how hard and how tight packed that was. But anyway, so let me go ahead and change this fuse out, and then we'll get back to you in another hour or two. Okay guys, we are actually going to go ahead and cut this off for the night. It has been running for 12 hours. It is now 10 o'clock in the evening or 10 o'clock at night. I just wanted to give you a shot of what's going on in here. Kind of went crazy after we broke that up off of the cathode and gave it some room to breathe. But we're actually grown up past our right almost to our anode basket. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this rest of this video put together, get it time-lapsed and do that and get it posted. I am going to go ahead and clean this out. I'm not going to go through that. I just, you know, wanted to show you guys where we were at. The reason I'm going to clean it out and not just knock it down and let it keep going is because it is getting extremely heavy. And this is a thin-walled container, you know, just a vase, and I don't want to take the chance of you know, keep putting more and more in here until it finally just breaks the jar. The jar can't handle it. So there has to be at least 10 or more ounces grown out in there. But that's it. This should conclude our video on our silver cell. Let me see if I can get in really close. I don't know if this will autofocus or not, but some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff going on in there. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the little series, and we will get back at you all in the next video.